Hey, dude.
1980s Nickelodeon sitcom.
You are correct.
You are correct, sir.
No, I'm...
yes, what's up?
I'm officially old.
You already were, but why?
So, like we're always making fun of these words, and if we use them, we're going to sound really bad or come off really cringe. That's one of the words. So I did. It happened out in the wild. I dropped a slang word, and I almost killed my kids with it.
Did they pick it up?
So we did peak not too long ago.
Uh-huh.
And peak became like an issue for getting it ready just in time so it would go live.
Okay.
And so I listened to that, played it about 400 times within a 3-day period.
You took it right to the limit?
Yeah.
Peaked in.
Yeah, it is peaked in. I wish I'd used it that well. But so that word was in my vocabulary. So it was just there. And I don't use that word ever.
Sure.
So we're in there. I'm talking to Jaden. We're going off on, I think, I don't know if it was basketball or baseball, something. But I was just like, yeah, the guy was in the zone. He was just like, he was at peak levels, and it stopped my son in his tracks. Like he was literally walking out of the room, and he stopped, turned around, and was like, "Dad, no." I was like, oh. I was like, did it sound that bad? He didn't even talk to me. He just left.
Here's the thing.
I'm officially old.
Now, I don't know if that was the exact sentence as you said it.
No, well,
because if it was...
No, I used it as like, yeah, he was a peak something. And he was like, "Dad, no." Like, not even nice. Like, you are awful.
All right. I just think, like, the way that you explain the story...
is really good.
No, it was terrible, but it's very possible...
That's Peak Dan.
Peak Dan. It's very possible that you used it properly for the actual word as opposed to slang.
Yeah.
And he took it as slang because now real words don't have definitions anymore.
He took it as you don't use words, old man. Don't do it.
Well, he can't tell you not to use words because then what are we doing here? It's all we do. Words.
All right.
So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
No, I'm going to worry about it. So I'm hoping the music comes in.
The reality
me from this.
The reality is he just turned 23. He's probably too old to use it too.
Maybe that's what it is, but it sobered me up pretty dang quick, and I don't even drink. I drink up knowledge. I soak up knowledge. I'm like a knowledgey sponge.
What do you do after it gets into your system? You just pee it back out?
Well, it depends on if my system is down or not.
Is that supposed to be a system of a down joke?
Just trying to get there.
That was terrible. That was way worse than my Final Destination joke earlier.
No, that one worked pretty well.
Yeah, I know. That was fantastic. You're welcome.
I had to spell it out too, and I was just like, I hope everybody understands what he was doing.
I'm so mad because it's like you ruined the joke by over-explaining it.
Nope.
Yeah.
You have to over-explain, like when I have to over-explain my jokes to you.
No, that's because you can't tell a joke.
I know what I can tell. I can tell our listeners and viewers. This is Hang Out With Your Slang Out.
Yeah.
We have the best catchphrases for this, the best slogans for podcasts.
Well, no, you said I can.
This is Hang Out With Your Slang Out.
You said I can tell.
Yeah.
You said I can tell our listeners that. Yeah, you can. You just did.
Yeah.
Did you want me to follow it with something?
Yeah.
I'm Matt.
I'm Dan. I'm Peak Dan. And this is Peak Slang Knowledge. That's for you, Jay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's peak.
Peekaboo.
It's peak in the British peak, like valley. Very valley. All right.
Are we done?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
You just started getting up. I thought that we were going to like put a closure on that intro, but no.
What kind of closure you got?
I got nothing now. You ruined it.
No, I didn't. I'm setting you up. Look at T-balling you right now. Closure. We're getting together.
Go to commercial. Just because we're done with work doesn't mean we can't keep talking about it.
Yeah, we do, because we were supposed to talk about a new word. I thought you had another word ready for us.
I do have another word ready for us. I just didn't know that you wanted to start that word right now.
3, 2, 1.
God, you were so salty sometimes.
For real?
For real, that's my word. Oh. Sorry, we're getting down to playoff time, and I got a bunch of angry fans that are just stupid, so I want to talk about it. And now I'm being them. So I am fully encompassing this word. I just think this is such an easy episode for us to do.
For you, I might just have to sit back and let you go.
Maybe. I don't know. No. You know.
Look at the lines on there. Look at you are just full on.
When these microphones work, baby.
No, all right, salty.
You won't need me to do all the work. Like you were just talking today about how both of your teams lost and how depressing it was for you.
It's a rough day. And on Jaden's birthday, or in that whole weekend, we swept. And then Liverpool won as well.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, obviously salty doesn't only apply to sports, but I think it does fairly frequently. Because I think people get unrealistic expectations in their heads of what could possibly be for their team. And so when the smallest sign of inconvenience comes, you just get this like bubbling bitterness that just permeates your entire personality.
Do you want me to throw out some actual like descriptions of salty?
Yes, unless you are going to start singing the Salty Balls song by
Put it in your mouth and suck 'em. Please let there be South Park fans watching this right now.
There's only one South Park fan even sitting here right now.
Okay.
But I do know that song and it's pretty funny.
It's pretty good. Salty, according to Urban Dictionary, our long lost podcast friend, being salty is when you are upset over something little. He was so salty after he died in Smash Brothers. Well, I mean, that's legit. You're allowed to get pissed off if you died in Smash Brothers.
Why are we calling that small? That's not a small thing.
The act of being upset, angry, or bitter as a result of being made fun of or embarrassed. Also a characteristic of a person who feels out of place or is feeling attacked. All right.
So you live your life salty then?
I've lived this podcast salty.
Your life.
Sometimes. I mean, I'm like one of them Salt Lick cube things, and you're like a big ass deer that's just. Should I do that again?
You should not. I think that sometimes you forget that we do video now.
But that probably looked really good.
I feel like it probably.
What's going on with my voice? Really good.
I don't know, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
We're gonna do a Total Valley episode from here on out, bro.
All right, there's actually some history here on Urban Dictionary. I don't know how this is possible. This is from 2015.
We don't know that it's true either. Go ahead.
A term originating from the United States Navy, used to describe disgruntled senior enlisted members, also used to describe someone who has sea experience from a prior deployment, for whom the romanticized idea of ship life is gone and replaced with sea salt. That seems pretty legit.
Anyway, yeah, so like you get this whole thing, and same thing, so you may not recognize this because it deals with you personally. But last year the Dodgers had a couple dips in performance.
They were pretty bad dips though.
I understand that.
I mean, the fact that we even won the World Series is the way we were playing.
Here, but what I'm saying is there were multiple times last season where I had to talk you off the ledge and remind you that there are 162 games. And if you were to win 2 out of every 3 games over a season, I think you still end up setting the all-time wins record for a season, or it's really close if you don't.
Which is what I want.
That's a weird and
you got it, but you have to give
thing to want. But
last season was actually my first time being invested in watching a full season of baseball. No, and I see that 100%.
I get that. But what I'm saying and the point that I'm making is that this is how sports fans are. Like, however good it is, it can't possibly ever be good enough. I bet that there are still Arsenal supporters that are upset about something during their perfect season.
I mean, it's Arsenal. They got plenty to be upset about.
Yes.
It comes with the territory.
But that's my point. Is like, I just think that
Gunners
with sports fans specifically, even more so with the ones that are completely incapable of playing whatever sport it is they're a fan of. I think that we get our panties twisted too much about the littlest thing. And I think that, like, for instance, going back to my Sharks thing, guys are getting upset because they're not playing as well as they think that they could be.
Yeah.
except for the fact that they're far exceeding what everybody's expectations were of the team this year already.
I think a majority of fans always forget that. Too.
And so it's like, yes, fans want the team to make the playoffs. I want the team to make the playoffs. I think that the arena is an amazing place to be in when they make the playoffs.
Yeah. They're
about to announce potential tickets, and some part of me wants to figure out how to go. I'm not going to, but some part of me wants to figure it out. But that's not the point.
Sound a little salty.
The point is that
we can make it happen.
Sure. The point is, I just think that like building those expectations in the way that fans think, it's unhealthy. And that saltiness is, what gives you that. I think that if you were just to look at it through the scope of, holy shit, they're having a way better season than I thought they were, it would be a lot more enjoyable season for people to watch. I hear that Monday morning quarterback thing where you have to dissect every move of every game. And it's like, come on.
And
that's happening in real time for those guys.
You're right. It happens a lot in sports. But I think it happens a lot too, a little bit like in different versions of like the entertainment industry.
Like every Star Wars movie made after the first 3.
We don't want to bring the nerds into this because
we do. Come on, nerds. Yeah. Let's go for a ride. Yeah, no,
they really do make it impossible.
You're right, and I am going to go in on the nerds because that's another thing. Like
I'm thinking of like Taylor Swift taking on people, or like when the Kardashians are fighting with people or rappers. But man, if we bring the nerds in on Star Wars,
you don't even need. I mean, Star Wars is a big one, and it's probably the easiest one to attack. But if you attack anything, like so many people will be like, "Oh, this isn't enough like the book," or "This isn't canon," or whatever it happens to be. Like, okay. How about you just sit and be entertained by it? Like, that's okay, too. You don't have to be salty that it's not your perfect version.
I found this guy online. I should send you him. Some young kid, too. Like, he was talking about comic books and the comic book movies, like the Marvel stuff. And he brought up how much everybody hated the She-Hulk TV show. And he was like, Marvel gave you She-Hulk. If you open a comic book of She-Hulk, they did it perfect. It's exactly what She-Hulk is. But that doesn't mean it's good on TV. And I was like, and a lot of fans forget that. They're like, oh, if you don't make it like the comic, then they complain that you got too far away from it. A lot of stuff, it's like when you read a book, a lot of stuff does not work on film as it does in your brain.
Oh, and I think you also have to take into account that sometimes, even if it's not right, it's a vehicle to get people to further investigate into whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
So like, there are probably a large number of people that didn't even know She-Hulk existed.
And there's some, yeah.
Now there's a show about it, and it's like, oh, now I kind of want to go read the comic books so that I can be salty on the back end about how it wasn't enough like the comic books or whatever it happens to be. But,
I thought that was a good point because that really does fit a little bit of the Star Wars canon. Like, if it doesn't make canon, it's not good. And like, there's lots of problems with the newer ones, but I bet you in 20 years. It's going to have a lot of fans. Like nobody thought anybody was going to like the prequels after a while. And now they are kind of become a little, I don't want to use the word, I can't use the word iconic yet. But they have a lot of people who love those movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the new ones will have that as well.
Well, and it's interesting too, because you sit there and like, there are certain things that aren't canon that have become made a franchise better, like Andor, the TV show. It's fantastic. It's such a good show. Do you have any perfect examples of somebody who is routinely salty, not including your co-host?
He's not alive anymore.
Don Rickles.
100%.
Were you really going to say Don Rickles?
Yeah, like a bunch of his stuff has been popping into my feed lately, and I don't know why. Like other actors are talking about him, and
I was not going to say Don Rickles. I also think Rodney Dangerfield fits that category, but that's not who I was going to say either. I was going to use a fictional character.
Oh, well, I could get real salty. I always get salty on a certain fictional character, but we don't need to go into that.
No, not a character that we get salty about. A character.
Oh, a character that is salty? There's a bunch, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. There's a ton.
I mean, all the Hank Hill's boys, they're always salty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? All right, who you got? It's got to be a Simpson.
Comic book store guy.
Oh, yeah.
He is the walking, living personification of salty.
He's
worst salty. Episode ever. Which this might be. I don't know.
You know, still with the Simpsons, I think Smithers is a little salty.
Yeah, because he has that unrequited.
But love. He holds it all in. But it's there. It's bubbling the whole time.
Sure.
Obviously Bender.
Lisa's got some saltiness too.
Yeah, I think all good characters have a little bit of saltiness. Pretty much anything Ryan Reynolds does.
Mm-hmm.
Like every character he's ever played has got at least a hint of saltiness.
Yeah, and I think, we joke about me being salty, but I am. And I think that lends to a certain level of sarcasm. So like sarcastic characters especially come across as super salty.
Yeah. I mean, he's so salty that when we have dinner and I need a little extra salt on my steak, I just rub it on him.
I just rub my hand all over it.
I just like put that in your armpit. 30 seconds, just enough. That's gross.
What else you got?
Pepper. No, stick with me on this. Salt and Pepper, the rap group.
That's Salt and Peppa.
And Peppa is totally salty.
Peppa Pig.
I did not say that. That's rude.
No,
don't get Salt and Peppa. What are their fans called?
They used to. This is how long you haven't been a fan of baseball. They used to have signs behind home plate that said no pepper.
Yeah, because what was that? I'm so vaguely. Isn't putting pepper on something like giving it a little bit of spice, like throwing shit a little hot?
No.
Well, what is pepper? Sneezing?
No, it's like a fielding game where you're throwing and the person's bunting back and forth.
That's lame. That ain't baseball.
It's like a fielding drill. That's basically what it is. But it's something that like at major league stadiums and stuff like that, they didn't want going on because they're trying to take care of the field.
I thought peppering something up was like you take a shotgun to somebody or with like salt pellets instead and you pepper them up a little bit.
No.
Yeah, it is. Internet challenge.
No.
Uh-huh. He's scared.
No, I just don't want to pick up my phone.
Fucking scared.
Did you just cuss and say that I was scared?
He's friggin' scared. Look how salty he is when I cuss.
Yeah, that's my thing, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the one that's cussing.
All right, so we're going to sidetrack here just for a second, but I was thinking, maybe we should try to embrace the whole clean thing. Think we could pull that off?
No. I would like to, and I know what your reasoning is for it. It's completely selfish.
It's just a rip off everyone.
Oh, no. Your reasoning is because you want to get the clean comedians to come on the show and you're afraid that they won't do it because we're not clean.
That or you're just not funny enough yet.
Yes, you're not funny enough yet.
No, I said it right the first time.
Right. You're standing in the mirror saying,
salty.
Dan, you're not funny enough yet.
I thought about it though too, because we've talked to a few and I'm just like, talking about wieners and stuff. They may not necessarily want to be on the show. So
maybe not.
I just saw your boy though, Dustin Nickerson. I said Nickerson was on like a
joke is so not funny every time you tell it.
Well, he tells it all the time, and I'm ripping him off fair and square.
Yeah, it's not funny when you tell it.
And he was on a sports podcast, and they were talking about coaching for like a club because his daughter's still in volleyball, and I was just like, oh, what a niche! Maybe you can get him on the Sharks podcast. I think he likes hockey.
Just because he's white doesn't mean he likes hockey.
You seen him? He's really white, and he's got the white mustache and everything. It fits. Got to be a hockey fan.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know.
All right.
You want to take a moment?
So what else you got for slice?
Slice?
Salty.
Now I'm salty that you didn't even remember what episode we were doing.
It's a pretty good episode. A pretty good word. Not really. But nope. What did you ask me?
I asked if you wanted to take a moment.
Where should we take it?
God damn it.
Was that the joke?
No.
That's a pretty famous joke.
I don't know that that's a famous
That's
joke.
like half of the joke. I didn't do the lead up to it very well.
You didn't do the good or bad half.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it wasn't half of a joke at all.
Sound a little salty about it.
No, it's just we have talked a lot over the course of this show about our propensity for murdering people with our words, I guess.
Have we killed anybody lately?
I don't think we've killed anybody necessarily, but we did talk about the only person who pushes the world down instead of pushing themselves up.
I almost feel like he deserves a good 10 minutes.
Here's the thing. And like, obviously in today's society, when somebody like Chuck passes away,
Chuck Mangione,
famously part of a King of the Hill episode. When somebody like Chuck Norris passes away, I think you end up hearing just as much of the good stuff as the bad stuff. And I will wholly acknowledge that I am sure that I would have not agreed with Chuck Norris on a lot of things, nor would have I expected to, considering he was on a show called Walker, Texas Ranger.
But that was back when,
however,
it was okay to be Walker, Texas Ranger. It means a whole new thing now.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it means something different. I think we didn't know any better.
No, to me it does, because like Arnold Schwarzenegger was a hard Republican, and he's one of the most biggest voices of reason right now.
Speaking of Schwarzenegger, there's that German comedian that's getting kind of famous on the Instagram. You'd know him if you saw him. I've sent you a couple.
I think you have, yeah.
And he was doing a set on stage, and he was like talking to somebody who like had grown up with him, was in the audience, had grown up with Arnold Schwarzenegger, was in the audience. And then they got into, you know what his name means, right? And it's Schwartz literally means black.
I think you sent me this.
I might have sent it to you today.
Oh, today?
I just saw it today.
Oh, okay.
Where Schwartz means black in German, and the other part is just direct translation. So it's literally black N-word.
Yeah.
And that's his last name.
No way.
And I laughed so hard. Anyways, getting back to Chuck Mangione, getting back to Chuck Norris. I think, especially in the early 2000s, I had countless laughs thanks to everybody's ability to
Chuck Norris
make him even more grandiose than he was. And not just that, also in the early 2000s, you were dealing with things like Total Gym's commercials with him and Christy Brinkley for 45 minutes talking and doing a workout.
My thing is, I never thought Chuck Norris fit that the be all end all baddest man on the planet. I figured I would have picked Arnold Schwarzenegger for that before.
But I think that's what makes it part of the joke also, right?
But they're so good that it's like, how do you not love it?
It's the only way I can think of him now. Are you looking up Chuck Norris jokes?
Yeah. First one I love. Chuck Norris has a bearskin rug. It's not dead. It's just afraid to move.
That's good.
Oh my God. Chuck Norris. He once ran a marathon backwards just to see what second place looked like.
All right.
Chuck Norris actually died 20 years ago, but death finally worked up enough courage to tell him.
Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it.
Oh, man.
When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
When Chuck Norris slices onions, the onions cry.
It's true.
Oh, this is my favorite classic one. Just because it's impossible and perfect. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice.
Okay, this one's not politically correct, but Chuck Norris once attended a woman's march and came home with a sandwich and 3 iron shirts.
Man, is that inappropriate? Oh, but that's good stuff, though.
Oh.
When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, yeah. Oh. Chuck Norris.
I got the next inappropriate one when you're done.
Let's go.
Chuck Norris uses rib condoms inside out, so he gets the pleasure.
Oh. Okay. There is no theory of evolution. Just a list of creatures Chuck Norris allowed to live.
Time waits for no man, unless that man is Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris has to use a stunt double for crying scenes.
Chuck Norris doesn't actually write books. The words assemble themselves out of fear.
Oh, man.
Chuck Norris can divide by zero. Another classic.
Chuck Norris can drown a fish.
Stupid. Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience.
Chuck Norris puts the laughter in manslaughter. There you go.
When Chuck Norris was in middle school, his English teacher assigned an essay, "What is courage?" He received an A+ for turning in a blank page with only his name at the top.
Oh, we miss you, Chuck.
Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
Chuck Norris reclines flat on a Spirit Airlines flight.
There's no chin behind Chuck Norris's beard. There's only another fist.
Yep. Chuck Norris has 6 stars on Google reviews.
Chuck Norris destroyed the periodic table because Chuck Norris only recognizes the element of surprise.
Nice.
That's well written. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. That's always good. Chuck Norris turned 18. His parents moved out.
The drummer from Def Leppard has 1 arm because Chuck Norris needed a back scratcher. I'm going to end on that one. That was pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah, so we will definitely have this. We'll probably do a Chuck Norris outro or something. But that's a good laugh. Damn, we should have started it with that. I feel like I need a cigarette.
Sexual healing.
Nope.
Sexual.
You make me salty.
Healing.
So we're gonna end a salty episode with him singing.
I don't want to call this episode salty. I want to call it well seasoned.
Okay.
This well seasoned episode.
But all you slangers out there, I just want you guys to remember, when it comes to the word salty, you put them in your mouth and suck them. Right? No? All right. Stalk us, like our stuff, share it, follow us, subscribe. I heard subscribing is kind of a big deal.
Look at old videos. There might be links up here somewhere.
We'll see. They're like,
if there aren't, go find links. Watch our show.
Like pork links or sausage links.
Yes.
Them are salty.
Salty balls.
Salty in my mouth. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked, but
doesn't matter.
Fun little episode.
When you're done watching us, go watch In Living Color.
Mm-hmm. This is Hang Out With You Slang Out. As always, the #1 podcast about slang in some households.
I would call it undisputed because I don't know if anybody's disputed it yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's only like 5 other podcasts.
Yeah.
But we're kicking their ass.
We're so much better than them.
They're so effing salty.
They probably provide more information.
Yeah.
Nobody wants information on a podcast.
No.
Get out of here.
No,
Nerds.
They want this.
Yeah.
Should we hug? Kiss? No. All right. Should we high five?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not good. I'm Dan.
I'm Matt.
And hopefully we'll do this again.
Less salty next time.
Can we do pepper? What about juicy? Is juicy a thing?
I think so.
I'm kind of juicy because I think I need another drink.
I don't think that's not how that works.
That's a good way to end it, though.
All right, Salty Slangers. We'll see you later.
Peace, love, and don't F with Chuck Norris.
And peanut butter cups. Who doesn't love a good peanut butter cup? Well, I guess people.
Oh, you said peanut butter. I said penis butter cups. Totally different.
Get us out of here.
You want to say that again? You were happy I was doing what?
That while I was waxing poetic, you were paying attention to something else.
Wax on, wax off. Like, yeah. That just happened. That just happened.
Maybe I'm salty because I'm partnered with an idiot.
There's another guy on your podcast? On your other podcast?
No, just this one.
Oh. That ought to do it. That's pretty good.
I hope it picks up my look of disgust. That's from somebody that loves Back to the Future.
Do you?
I do.
So then why don't you guys come back?
Flux capacitor.
What did he just say? It's
What?
not, there's an L in there.
Flux
It's not the flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
That's a totally different movie.
Flux capacitor.
I think that one got 7 thumbs up too, but they weren't thumbs.
God.
Don't make it weird.
Too late.
Okay. Well, we're good at weird. So if you like that, click on one of these boxes that are around us, and big guy here will bring the weird.
Plenty of it. More weird than you can handle. Nope. No, I take that back. Just as much weird as you can handle.
Sounds
I don't
right.
want you to feel overwhelmed.
Sounds right.